Hello everyone, and no, that is not Timona. That is TD number one, Aja B. And she's the one that always brings you the craft flowers and like the flower hair clips, the flower pencils. If you haven't looked at those videos, you really should. So, the reason why I have Aja B sitting here today is because we are going to discuss one of her favorite series of books, which is called The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. She loves the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. So when I was asked to review one of their books, she was my natural go-to girl. So, Aja, let's see the collection you already had.
Okay. This is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Diary of a Kid Roderick Rules. Diary of a Wimpy Kid Last Straw. Diary of a Kid Dog Days. The movie is coming out December 18th.
So that'll be tomorrow.
Yes.
Awesome.
Diary of a Kid Ugly Truths. Diary of a Kid Cabin Fever. And last but not least, Diary of a Kid The Third Wheel.
Awesome. And Third Wheel is the one that they sent you to review.
Right.
So let's talk about The Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Third Wheel. Okay. So tell everybody, so just in case the people don't know anything about Diary of a Wimpy Kid, can you just kind of give us a summary from book one up until now? Without telling us what's going on in this book.
Greg is a very vain kid. He talks about himself a lot, and he also complains about how his brother's always picking on him, how his little brother always gets what he wants, how his friend Rowley always acting like a little kid.
So how old is this Greg kid in the beginning? Like, what grade level was he? Do you remember?
Greg is in the 6th grade in the first book.
In the first book, okay. And he's complaining that somebody else is being a kid. He's still a kid, isn't he?
Yes, he wants to be this big-time movie producer.
Ah, is that why he's always drawing those neat pictures?
Yes.
Could you show us some of those pictures?
Yes.
Oh, those are neat. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Oh, okay, cool. That's neat. And also, if you guys have seen the movie, you'll see some of those pictures in the movies also, right?
Right.
Okay. So, Greg is our main character.
Right.
What's the name of his brother?
Roderick.
Okay. Is he a teenager, or is he in elementary school, or?
He's the teenager of the family. The grossest one of the family.
Oh, okay. So he's the teen, and how do he and Greg get along?
Not well at all.
Oh, okay. So just fighting, or?
Yeah, they're fighting a lot. He'll complain about him going up to his room, which I advise anyone not to go up there.
Oh. So does he get blamed for a lot of? Does Greg get blamed for a lot of stuff he doesn't do?
Roderick blamed Greg for dropping orange juice on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Greg was in a totally different room than Roderick.
So who do you think dropped it? Was it Roderick?
Oh, it was Roderick.
Oh, okay. And there's another brother, right?
Manny.
And about how old is Manny?
About 3 or 4.
Oh, okay. So he's a tiny brother.
Mm-hmm.
So how does he get along with Greg, since Greg is like the center of the universe for this book?
Well, let's just say that they really don't get along at all.
Really? He doesn't even get along with Manny?
No. He doesn't like Manny because Manny gets everything he wants.
Oh.
Greg's get at least 3 to 4 gifts at Christmas, but Manny gets over 100.
Oh, in Greg's world.
Yes.
But maybe not in real life, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, tell us about Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Third Wheel, and let us know why you think kids might actually want this book, because you requested these books for Christmas, which is why you have the whole collection there. And every time a book comes out, you want a new one. So you've gotten the collection for Christmas one year. Now you've got the newest book. And tell me something before you tell me about the book. The Third Wheel. Do you think that there will be some things in the book that will show up in the movie that will be out on DVD tomorrow?
Yes. I've noticed with the last two movies, there was a lot of pieces from the other books that were in the movie.
So, what about pieces from future books? Like, for instance, with The Third Wheel, do you think there'll be a little bit of The Third Wheel in this one, or do you think they're going to make us wait on another movie?
I think there'll be a little bit of The Third Wheel on this one.
Oh, awesome. Because we haven't seen...
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, and the name of that movie is...
Dog Days.
Okay, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dog Days. And there's also a Dog Days book that she showed you when she was showing you everything. There it is, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dog Days. Dog Days, like she said, he does that book, but it's not only that book. Because if you think back, you had Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the first movie. Mm-hmm. Then the second movie was called Roderick Rules, right?
Right.
And then let's see here. That's been the only two movies aside from Dog Days, right? And yeah, see, there's another one. Yeah, there's another one, and it's called
The Last Straw.
The Last Straw. There's no movie for that one, so we're
There's
guessing.
There's definitely gonna be pieces of this one in the movie.
Oh, awesome!
I can tell you that now.
Good. Well, now since you're telling us things, I want you to tell me about The Third Wheel. How does this book start off? Where are we kicking the book off? Are we at school, home, or what?
In his mom's stomach, which is weird. He tells you what happened when he was inside his mom. He was like, I used to take long naps and play games.
How on earth does he remember that? Your brother says the same thing. He swears there was a chocolate fountain inside my stomach. So, we've got another Greg.
Yeah. But he always complained that his mom would read to him. And then whatever his mom read to him in his stomach, it popped in his 7th grade math questions.
Excuse me?
Okay, she'll read this fancy fancy book.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got a test for it, and then that same question on that same book his mom was reading will pop up, and he was like, I should know this.
Oh, so he feels like he retained everything she read him from her scholarly books,
yes.
Huh? Oh, gosh.
Then he complained because his mom put music on her belly, and he was interrupting his naps.
Well, he remembers a lot, it should actually, instead of be the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, it should actually be Life According to Greg Hefferly.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. Now, we're all Gregged up, but Greg has some really cool friends. Mm-hmm. His best friend's name is...
Riley Jefferson.
I like him. He's like one of my favorite characters.
Hey, this is my story.
Well, he's one of my favorite. I love that kid. And let's see. I guess we could call him a friend. But tell us a little bit about Fregley.
Fregley is the... Fregley is the really weird one in this bunch.
So, is he really close to Greg?
No. Greg runs from Fregley.
Fregley's kind of not close to anyone, though, is he?
No.
Oh, wow.
Except for the little girl that he meets in the book that's his girlfriend now.
Fregley gets a girlfriend?
Yes.
Shut your face. Are you serious?
Yes. But this girlfriend is weird.
Oh, that's
okay.
No. You don't want to ruin it for him. Okay. Let's see. We'll hint at something else. I know we don't want to spoil it. We don't want to give you any spoilers if we can help it. But tell me about my other favorite character. I can't think of his name.
Sharad Gupta?
Yes, that's him. I love him. Mr. Gupta is my favorite.
Which is weird. He was not in the last book.
He wasn't in the third wheel?
No. And he was not in Cabin Fever.
Really? I wonder why. Where did he go?
Sharad Gupta disappeared in Dog Days.
Seriously, are you sure he's not in that book anywhere?
I was kind of low. I was empty-hearted when he was not in this book.
Oh my God, because he's so funny. I love him.
He's nowhere.
Oh man. Okay, we might have to write a letter to Mr. Jeff Kinney and let him know that we want Mr. Gupta back because he is so funny. He is hilarious. I just love that kid. But at least he didn't get rid of Riley, and because I love Riley. He's so funny. Does Riley get a girlfriend?
Yes.
Ooh.
I can't even tell you how he got the girlfriend.
I know. I don't want you to give it away, but wow, Riley with a girlfriend. I could just imagine. Well, wait a minute. Okay, so Riley gets a girlfriend. Franklin gets a girlfriend. Does Greg get a girlfriend?
Nope.
Shut up.
Greg gets chicken pox.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh
Greg
God. So there's going to be
one.
plenty of complaining from Greg throughout this whole book, right?
Yes.
I can't believe he doesn't get a girlfriend. I thought the
diary.
girl, what was that girl's name? You know, the one that he thought was so weird when he was discussing getting into the yearbook. And he's like, oh, she just pops up everywhere and she's so creepy. You know, she hung out under the bleachers. She was a loner. And I just knew that eventually they would hook up. And I just can't believe that he didn't hook up with her.
Oh, she wasn't mentioned no more after the first book.
She wasn't mentioned anymore?
She was in the first book and that was it.
Oh my gosh. It's like a soap opera for kids, isn't it? It really is. Oh, I'm all disturbed right now. So I guess we'll tell everybody a little bit about the author, Jeff Kinney. He is a web designer. No, he's a website designer and he's also a web developer. And he wrote this amazing series of books that has just flown off the charts. He lives in Massachusetts with his wife and his 2 boys. And I'm just wondering if this is more from his life or is he picking a little bit from the kids' lives? What do you think is going on?
I think this is based on his life.
Okay.
And
do you think he's Greg?
I believe he is Greg.
God, he was a little snot when he was a kid then, wasn't he? Gosh.
Because each book that has 2 somebody.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, a little personalization there.
Yeah, and if he was Greg, his uncle was a crazy dude. Because his uncle is very adventuresome.
Would you suggest that anybody go out and grab that book for their kid? Especially if they have a reader.
Everybody to get the kid. I don't care if they're not a reader. Get them the book.
Yeah, because your brother who hates to read, complains about reading, but yet he actually knows what's happening in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books and nobody's telling him. So we found out recently that he's been sneaking and reading the books behind everybody's back. So now I have to
lock my books.
Trying to keep him out of them. So if you're looking for a book that would actually encourage a kid to read, I would suggest Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Would you also suggest it?
Yes.
Awesome. So I guess until you get another book to review, we'll see you later, Miss G.
All right.
Bye-bye.